Alright, so I'm here to give you my WWE NXT review for December 4th, 2014. And this was a good show. Not for really match purposes, but this was a good build-up show because this is a go-home show for the NXT TakeOver Our Evolution um, special on the network. It's not really a pay-per-view. And I can't wait to see it. This actually got me psyched to see that show, so I want to talk about it. So the first match we got was Charlotte, and she completely destroyed some jobber. I don't know her name, and didn't even say her name. Um, and Charlotte won with natural selection. And then it got good. Sasha Banks came out, and pretty much is talking about Charlotte, how she's going to beat her next week for the NXT Championship. And says the only reason she has that title is because her last name is Flair, and that she has more flair than Charlotte in one pinky than Charlotte has in her whole body. And when Sasha Banks says that when she beats her, you're just going to be just like your father, Ric Flair, a loser. And I thought that was awesome stuff. And Charlotte isn't letting Sasha's mind games get in her head. Um, so then, what happened next? Oh, so then Bailey came out and she has on crutches now. I don't really know why, because it was probably a segment of Bailey. I don't usually watch Bailey segments. This time I did because I didn't really have the option. She tells Sasha Banks to shut up, and thankfully Sasha Banks put Bailey on her place and beat the crap out of her. And then Charlotte went up on the stage, and then Sasha Banks went away. And then Sasha Banks tries to come back and attack her, but Charlotte carries her to the win, and I guess asks for a ref because they want to have the match now. And is going to beat the crap out of Sasha Banks, but she gets distracted by Becky Lynch, who she knocks off the apron. And then Sasha Banks hits a backstabber on Charlotte, lays her out, and stands over her with the NXT title. Well, the women's title. And I thought that was awesome. Made Charlotte look strong. And I thought that was good stuff. I can't wait to see the match next week. I think they should have built it up a little bit more, but whatever. And then the next match. And then they played another Vaudevillains silent movie. This one was good. The Vaudevillains, by the way, consist of Simon Gosh and Aiden English, and now they get another call saying that the Lucha Dragons, the NXT, which Kalisto and Sin Cara, the NXT Tag Team Champions, are added again. And they said, well, okay, we just got to train. So this time what's happening is Aiden English is lifting up a 500-pound weight with one hand. And Simon Goss this time is wrestling a lion. That was awesome. And the Lucha Dragons, it's those little guys, the small people, are like dropping eggs, and they're planning on dropping them on the Vaudevillains, but they're right behind them, and then they tie them up, and they fall off the bridge, which was awesome. And then they ended the same way, saying that they will be the NXT Tag Team Champions next week. And then it says no real Lucha Dragons were harmed in this movie, but we can't make any guarantees about NXT Evolution. So I thought this was awesome. So then we got Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy versus the Vaudevillains, and they win. The Vaudevillains, it was a match, but you pretty much knew they were going to win. They hit the Simon Gauze hits an uppercut on Aiden English, hits a neckbreaker for the win, and that was it. I kind of wish the Lucha Dragons were on the show, so that way we could have had a big brawl or something. But I thought this was good stuff. I'm liking the Vaudevillains. And it would be cool to see them get a run with the NXT Tag Team Championships. It'd be interesting. And then William Regal and Tyler Breeze are backstage, and they can't find Marcus Louis anywhere. They've looked everywhere. So Tyler Breeze and Marcus Louis aren't going to have a rematch tonight. So he's originally going to give them the night off. And then Tyson Kidd comes up and wants a rematch with Finn Balor. And instead what happens is he makes a tag team match. Hideo Itami and Finn Balor versus Tyson Kidd and Tyler Breeze. And yeah, that doesn't really go well. We'll find out too. And then Bo Dempsey but completely squashes Elias Sampson. I think that's how you say it. And he squashes him in like 30 seconds. And I usually don't like squash matches, but this one made sense because he's trying to outdo Baron Corbin and squashing people really fast. So then Baron Corbin comes out and squashes another jobber, and he does it in 14 seconds. So this is like a game of one-upsmanship between Bo Dempsey and Baron Corbin. And I think it's going to work for now, but I eventually will get bored, but I'm fine with it right now. They're going to have to do something else to extinguish this feud. I don't think it's going to lead to a match at NXT or Evolution because I just don't think it will. But maybe in the future we'll get a match between them. And once they get a match, it will be awesome. So they're not touching either. And I forgot to mention, Bo Dempsey was watching Baron Corbin's match from the stage. And then Kevin Owens has a video package, and
you don't have my computer, huh?
So then Kevin Owens has a video package, and he's hyping this guy up to debut at NXT or Evolution, and I thought this was good stuff. This is Kevin Steen, I know that. I've never seen his matches though or anything else because I don't get Ring of Honor nor anything else here. Maybe sometime this week I'll look up one of his matches. But NXT. Oh, so he's talking about how he knew Seth Rollins for a while, and they called him up first. He was a tag team with Daniel Bryan. They called him up first. He wrestled Adrian Neville in 2006, I think he said, and they called him up first. And he knew Sami Zayn for a while, and they called him up first. So that's made him hungrier, that made him more aggressive, and now he doesn't really need a game plan for when he gets up to the main roster. And I think that's, well, to the NXT anyway. So I think Kevin Owens looks like he's going to be some good stuff, and I thought he made a lot of sense about what he said. So then we got Tyler Breeze and Tyson Kidd with Natalya, since he's Tyson Kidd's wife. She's Tyson Kidd's wife. Versus Hideo Itami and Finn Balor. This was a good match. This was probably the only best match of the night. That's not saying a lot, but it was good stuff. And Tyson Kidd and Tyler Breeze dominate Finn Balor for a while, and then Hideo Itami gets the hot tag, and Tyson Kidd's trying to pull Hideo Itami outside the ring, and the referee's distracted by this. So then Finn Balor does a double stomp to Tyler Breeze to his back, and then Hideo Itami kicks him in the head for the win, and I thought that was good stuff. And then Finn Balor talks to the Ascension, Connor and Victor, because they were scheduled to have a match at NXT TakeOver or Evolution, and says that you have no idea what you're going to get from me and Hideo Itami, or something to that effect. I forget exactly what he said, but I think that's pretty much what he said. So then Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn have a face-off, and this was the highlight of the night. If you didn't watch the show, this is the reason to watch the show. Like, if you're not into the other stuff, this is the main reason to watch the show. So Adrian Neville comes out, and he talks about how he's had to do things that he's not proud of to keep his NXT title, like pull the referee out in NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way. When he blew his knee out, he had to do that roll-up finish. And then he said that I have to do these kind of things. And Sami Zayn, that's why he keep losing, because he thinks he's too nice. He thinks that Sami Zayn's too nice to become the NXT champion. So then Sami Zayn comes out, and before he can say anything, Adrian Neville tells him that you're not. That if you lose, it's all on you, because he's gonna quit if he loses. And don't put it on me. And Sami Zayn's he gets pissed, and he says, "You think I'm too nice? You're talking to me like I'm your little sister." And then he says that I know it's all on me. I make my own decisions. I can do what I want. I don't want it to think it's on you. And Adrian Neville wants to shake his hand because this is going to be the biggest match of their career. But Sami Zayn says it's not about respect. This is usually when it's about respect, that usually causes him to lose. But this is right now about him becoming NXT champion, and then he slaps Adrian Neville and walks off. And I thought that was awesome. It made this really work. Um, and Sami Zayn's starting to have a different mindset now. You know, going into this match, he started to become more aggressive, and I think that's awesome. And I can't wait to see the match at NXT TakeOver Our Evolution. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be awesome. And that was NXT this week. So I thought this was a good show for build-up. It wasn't a good show for matches or anything like that, but it was a good show for build-up. They built up the tag team match, the NXT tag team match. It would have been better if the champions were there, but they built it up. They built up the NXT Women's Championship match. And they built up the NXT, they built up all the main angles, and I can't wait to see what happens next week on NXT Takeover Our Evolution. And I think on Tuesday, I'm gonna make a predictions video for NXT Our Evolution. So I'll be back Tuesday to give you a predictions video. So that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.